Okay.
And so you buy the argument of people, just on the side anyway, of people who say you shouldn't blame the coach. His duty is just to assemble players. So if the MRI begins to deplete, it's not something the coach should be worried about.
It's not the coach's fault if the coach is not involved in the same thing. But we all know that we need to be very honest with ourselves.
We shouldn't blame the coach.
We have parents who would go out of their way.
Your age says you are. What's the coach's duty?
We have parents who will go out of their way, to tweak the ages of their children too. So everybody is guilty, but it must stop. It must stop now, and we must allow the young ones come through the ranks, because for every age cheat, you are robbing off at least 10 kids a chance of getting into the team.
So no recycling of players.
No,
I mean, once they're done, they're done. There's no point, because you have others actually coming through the ranks.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. So let's go on that. Okay, you got me there. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about one of the founding members of the Nigerian Football League. At some point, I'll pause and let Cecilia take over. One of the founding members of Nigerian Football. That's NNL Insurance, and for the past 2 years, we're talking about efforts, real efforts, concerted efforts to ensure that NNL Insurance comes back to the top flight. A lot of incentives, especially the Deputy Governor of Edo State. We must, as a football lover, you will give somebody like that credit for all the efforts, going personally.
Train with the players.
To see the players, watch their game, train with them, ensure that there's no issues about bonus, putting all the incentives. The real question is, will they be able to come back? But alas, I take it over from there. But those are things you want to talk about.
Exactly. I'm watching the Deputy Governor right now. I mean, this is the Deputy Governor of Edo State talking about Felix Shuaibu. I mean, just training with the players. I mean, you've been wondering, I mean, he can still play.
Yes. It reminds me of the immediate past governor of Lagos State. Babatunde Raji Fashola, who would play football regularly at the weekends. And when we as Lagos One went to play a match, we will not tell you the result of that game, but the man scored 3 goals in that match, and it was not as if we were giving him a bye as the governor. He was tackled, but he found his way around it, and it's a good thing. But this is it. This is one of the biggest teams in Nigeria. When you talk pedigree, when you talk history, NNL Insurance. In fact, NNL Insurance is big, as in it has different connotations now. Although it was supposed to be about a particular company that was owned by the state government way back when. But most of those teams died because there was a decline in football in Nigeria.
Yes.
And I'm happy that the state government is involved. But what usually happens is that when the person that has so much interest leaves government, and the next guy comes in and he's not really into sports or into football, those teams will die. What they need to do now, and I'm happy that Edo State does not lack talent in that area. There's so many good sports administrators out there. What they need to do now is to build a supporters trust that will take over that team from the government and make sure that it is run and it never dies again. I've been involved in bringing back arguably the biggest team in Nigeria.
You have to say that.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You get, and I'm hoping that we can get government out of this one. Let government help us bring it back. Yes, the facilities,
just keep it up there.
The funds, but they need to have a plan that we will see this team come and stay forever.
All right. I can say for a fact that the Deputy Governor had spoken to us about this issue that you raised in one of our programs and said exactly those things that you said. Wow. But let's listen again to him this morning, obviously giving us assurances that NNL Insurance will come up. That will be determined on the football field, though, but that the team will come up, there will be no distractions.
I've always believed that we don't belong to the lower division. We belong to the Premiership. And what happened during this break has shown that really we need to be promoted to Premiership. We have a team. I've always said we have a team. In the past, I don't know what has gone wrong, but what we are concerned with now, what Mr. Governor tax has given to us is to go to Premiership. And even during the World Cup, you can see we didn't just relax. We've been training, playing friendly matches, home and away, just to keep the players informed. And I can assure you that this team will definitely do Edo proud and all of us proud. And we are going beyond just preparing them for Premiership. We are increasing the fan base. And that is why the trip I just came back from we took the message away, and you can see how people are struggling to get Bender Insurance jersey because they believe in Bender Insurance and they love Bender Insurance. So that is where we are targeting.